Micah.
And today we're having Burger King. I have a Whopper with cheese and bacon. Instead of fries, I got chicken nuggets, 2 things of ranch dipping because I like my chicken nuggets with ranch, and then a Coke.
I got a Whopper with cheese and fries and a Dr. Pepper. And our video today is about doing a Mukbang plus gamer tag questions for you guys. And those questions are anything that has to be with gaming, and like we couldn't find a couple game tags. We decided to use some of those and share our opinions with you guys and do a couple gamer tags with you guys as well. So please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you like it, please actually let us know what else you would like to see in our channel. So let's get started.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna send you this video.
Alright.
Let's look at your side. You can see the carpet, so I might have him crop it for you guys, make it look a little bit decenter. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, since I had a bite of both things, I have all the questions right here. It says, what is your all-time favorite video game? And that's the first question. You can answer first.
Well, my favorite game was when I actually played PlayStation 2, and that's GoldenEye 007, and it's Nightfire. I think it's called like that. My favorite video game, and if I ever get the video game system again, I will play that once again.
I think mine is definitely Spiral from the PlayStation 1 because it was just an easy storyline, easy gameplay, and I really liked it because you were like a little dragon. You got to fly, you got to swim. I like those kind of games. I like those cartoonish games, but I also like the hardcore games, but Spiral is definitely my all-time favorite. Number 2, current favorite video game, so I'll answer this one first. I think my current favorite video game right now is definitely either Sims 4 or Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on the Xbox 360.
Mine is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, or Transformers Dark of the Moon.
I still need to play that Transformers game.
It's a little bit complicated, but it's not that bad.
Hopefully I can play it. Sorry guys, I'm trying to eat too. 3, do you both like the same video games? You can answer this one first.
I could say yes and no. Because she's more into like Sims games and Plants vs. Zombies and Minecraft and stuff like that. I'm more of a shooter, like anything that has to do with gaming. I don't really care.
I like
Oh, she likes smarter games and Donkey Kong and stuff like that as well.
I like Halo and Grand Theft Auto.
Oh
Those are
yeah.
killing games too.
Oh yeah.
Um, how to eat and talk. Mine would be yes and no as well, because Mika's not really good at the whole Minecraft and Sims complex. And he likes Mario though, and Donkey Kong and stuff like that. I just think when it comes to like, you know, games that are like strategy, like Minecraft and Sims, because you have to like build and multitask and stuff like that. It's like he doesn't really understand the concept, but I do. So, but that's not a bad thing because a lot of people don't understand it.
Hey, you guys see me do that? That was a fly. So
Number 4, favorite game console and why? So who answered first? Was it you or me?
me.
Oh, so it's my turn first? Okay. Favorite game console and why? My favorite game console would definitely be, so it's gonna be between 3 different ones because I can't just choose one. It'll be between the DS, the original DS I should say, or I should say any DS really. Anything with Mario actually. So it's between Nintendo, Xbox 360, and what was the other one I said? PS2. Yes. Because the Spiral game that I told you guys about in the previous question, I could actually play that on a PS2 if it's backwards compatible. So, yeah, those are my, I can't choose just one of those. And if I had to, sorry, it would be the PS2 because you still have shooting games. You still have Sims from, I think you have Sims, right? On PS2.
Well, there was
Like
the Sims,
older?
the Sims 1, so probably yeah.
So yeah, that would be my answer.
Mine, I don't have no favorite. I do think that PS2 has a bigger library selection when it comes to video games. And why is that I get bored with just one generate or however you say it, because I actually like to try older games and newer games that are out or pre-order or stuff like that. Cause I like to try like new things, you know. So that's my answer.
Okay, number 5. Would you guys play older games?
Yes.
Yeah, it just depends. You know, I'm kind of picky with some of the story, like storylines or story modes. But yeah. And to put in there, what old game would you try? What's an older game you would try? I think I would try GameCube. I never tried that.
Okay, I would try anything that's okay. It depends if on the 2D, because I mean like it's okay because it started like video games and stuff like that. I know there was like when Autry, I don't know if you guys heard of that. It's like the new, not the new, like the old game console that first came out. Um, the screens were like green and stuff like that. Like,
Ew.
yeah, you would just see like green stuff, and or like regular color. There's no color in it. But if it's like let's say Mortal Kombat and stuff like that, and 3D and so on, where it looks more realistic, I like that. But my favorite game would be Mortal Kombat.
Mm. Did I say mine?
I think it did.
Oh yeah. I think oh no, I only said the console, I didn't say a game. I personally want to try the Kirby that Mika talks about. Or anything from the GameCube, because I know my cousin had a GameCube and there was this game. It was sort of like, it was a mixture between Halo and Grand Theft Auto. I forget what it's called. But it was like a really cool game. You probably know it, but it's like a mixture of like robots, but they like, it's like a shooting game sort of thing. I really liked how it looked. 6. Which game do you guys play together?
PvZ.
Yeah, PvZ, Mario. Excuse me. I'm embarrassed. We don't do this often. You can blurb that out, right? When you edit it. So embarrassing. We also play the games that we win money. Like the games on the Android phone. Well, supposedly you win money with these games, but we've been really liking this fish game where you like fish for like fishes and you get money.
Yeah, I mean like anything that has to do with video games, like if you win money or just like you're just wanting to play, you know, like it's still a video game, and I mean you're having a great time, and if you're having a great time, it's like, and it's any video game out there that you already know, hey, why not try it?
It's funny to see him get mad with Mario.
Oh.
We got a Wii U. A used Wii U about like 2 months ago. Or a month ago. And we have New Super Mario Bros. U. And it's so funny to see him because he gets so mad. Honestly, it makes me mad too because some of the coins are very hard to find. But I love Mario, so. Alright. 7. What was your first game system? Do I answer this first or you? Are you sure? Alright. So when I was growing up, my parents had a Nintendo 64, which I consider it mine as well because I also played on it. But one that I owned by myself would be the PlayStation 1.
Ours was the Nintendo NES and one that I actually owned was PS3.
Mm. The DS.
Oh yeah, and
That was the first one.
oh yeah, actually that was the first one, then the PS3. So
No, then the PS2, then the PS3.
there you go. So there you go. I don't have no favorite.
Oh, and the original Wii. We had to get rid of a lot of them, or a lot of them like ended up dying. Ow! I hit my knee, my nail.
I'm about to sit back here, my back's hurting.
My back is too. I can pull it up more. Alright, that's more comfortable. Number 8. How long have you both been playing video games? Since I've had diapers, just kidding. You answer first.
Since I could remember.
Playing in the womb.
Yeah, I guess I was born as a gamer. No, actually, I was like in elementary. No, I'm lying. Actually, no. Okay, let's put it elementary school or middle school. Either or, I can't really remember, but yeah.
You ancient babe. Well, I was like 6 when my parents had the Nintendo 64, and I never started playing it till I was 8. But for me to have my own console, I was, I think, 10 or 9.
Oh yeah, and I forgot.
Look at your boosh.
We had those old times computer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And we actually played a lawn mowing game where you have to lawn mow like different levels, and then there was a couple dogs. The harder the level, more dogs would be in
It
attack.
sounds like a PVZ remake.
Mm.
I can admit, I played the computer first, and we had a bulldozer game. I was kind of like what he was saying, but I don't know if you guys remember on the computer, but it was like a little yellow bulldozer, and you would have to move these like balls to certain areas, and if you didn't get it right, you would get blocked in and you had to start over.
It sounded like Jenga. A little bit.
Dang, that makes me miss those computers. 9. Would you play hours on video games or no, and why?
If it was for me, if there was no electric where we had to pay electric bill, I would pay for hours. Play for hours. But because we tried to like not let the electric bill go high, I try to limit myself to certain hours.
To be honest, I used to want to play for hours, but as I got older, like, I guess because now it's really harder to play video games because you have to have either Wi-Fi or you have to have like Xbox Gold or Xbox Live or PlayStation, what would you call that, PlayStation Live, to play certain games, and it's kind of upsetting because the old consoles you wouldn't have to do that. I would try to sit there and play Spyro for hours. Like, I would try to beat it all in one day, and my dad would get mad at me like, you need to go to bed, you got school or whatever.
And that's what I don't miss about the new game systems, is because now it's multiplayer, and being online and stuff like that, you could never be offline. There's really like some video games where it's offline. When it's like a first person shooter or something like that, you know. But you know, like the PS2 and the older games, you could actually like play for hours and you know enjoy the video game and finish it to the end. Like right now, there's some games that there's no meaning to it. Like there's no end, and there's no point to it. Like I don't know. Like
That's how I feel.
like the Slender Man, and there's the new the Blair Witch Project. Like, I mean, you still die. I mean, there's no point to it. Yeah, there's the where you get your intelligence up and stuff like that, where you feel like you're gonna get freaked out. But that's it. Like, there's no fun to it. At least I think, cause like I want to try the VR, and I like the Paranormal Activity game because you get like freaked out. You're experiencing, you know, the movements while, you know, you're in the game. You know, it's like you're inside the game, experiencing it. So that's what I think.
Mm, so number 10 is the last question, but we'll just like after eat and talk about video games because it's fun. 10, are you a hardcore or casual gamer? I want to say in between because there's times where I get in the mood to actually play games, and then like I could be on the game all day if I could. For instance, since we got Sims 4, like I've been intrigued with it. I've been wanting to try it, but like we need to get protection for our laptop first because it lags so much. But like there's times where I get in the mood for gaming, and then there's times where I'm like, you know, I want to take a couple days off. I'm like that a lot with Sims 3 because like you get excited with Sims 3, but then like Sims 3 doesn't really have EA anymore. Like I got gold one time for myself thinking they had EA because it made it funner. Now it's boring because it's all the same stuff.
Uh, True. And
You know, hardcore or you casual?
I'm hardcore. I actually, when there's a game that I have, I want to play all day. I'm always playing, like, every day. Like, there's not one day that actually I'm not playing. And there's times that I could actually last till day and till night, but then there's the thing that I said it before. If we didn't have to pay the electric, LOL, I would last for hours. Like, I don't know how people could play 20 some hours. But if it was for me, I would actually do that if I could. But unfortunately, like right now, like I try to keep myself at a limit. But yeah. So that's my answer. I'm a hardcore. I love video games, and I want to have a huge collection. I want to have like Funko Pops. I want to have like all kinds of collection of video games. Like, I want to have a whole room of video games. Of anything, like to like, what are they called, statues or collectible statues, video games to like anything.
If you guys don't know what he means, so Pops is like the Funko Pops, that's what he means. And also, if you ever go into GameStop, they have like a glass box and it has like statues in it. And it's like different characters from like different games. So yeah.
Which I want to own one real bad. I don't mind how much I pay, but I want a statue Naruto. I love Naruto. Um, or Sasuke or any of those characters in Naruto. Yeah.
And me, I love GameStop, to be honest. I love going in there and like just looking at all the fun stuff that they have to offer. I don't know, like I like video games, but like I said, I like a lot of things. I have a lot of hobbies. I just noticed that. And it's hard to keep up with all of them. Because sometimes I want to read, sometimes I want to play video games, sometimes I want to do makeup, sometimes I want to play video games.
And the current game that I'm actually playing right now is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Um, like actually, we're gonna actually buy here a capture card in a couple days, and we're making some gameplays. She's gonna make some gameplays as well, because we actually want to show you guys or what we like, you know. For you guys get to know us as
They're gonna be on our own channels, right? Or on here. Our own channels, right?
yeah, I mean, like right here, they'll actually get to know and check out that channel or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you guys can see her gameplays when she uploads one, and when I upload one, you guys can check that out. I'm still open.
Yeah. And also too, we just want to do this because we want our YouTubes, especially this one, to be about things that we like. I know a lot of you guys have asked to see more of Eric and stuff like that, which, you know, he's a teenager now. We can't force him to be in videos, and that's why we do these videos alone and stuff like that. And that's why, like, you know, he's doing his own thing. You know, he's back in school now, and that's where he's at right now. It's his second day back, and yeah, I mean, and we're just trying to have fun on YouTube, you know, to one day inspire you guys to just be yourself, because we love video games and we like to express that, you know. Other people might not understand, but we understand each other. Like, we have a Pokemon collection,
One of those little characters.
Zoom collection, the Tombstones or something like that.
What else?
We're gonna collect Funko Pops.
Like she said, to the ugly, to the what's it called?
You're gonna collect SpongeBob.
I don't like SpongeBob. I don't like SpongeBob and Patrick. None of them. Like, I mean, there's some ugly ones out there. I'm like, am I able to like buy that, or just like get like what's it called? It's like I see it as like, you know, Pokemon. You have gotta catch them all. Well, like I have that in my mind. It's like Funko Pops. You gotta catch them all, or like the cards, or
I see that about a lot of things. When I want something, I'm like, I gotta get it all.
I see like that. I mean, that little saying. I mean, like if you want something, you gotta catch them all, or whatever.
We actually might buy our first Funko Pops on Friday. I'm still debating because he's really picky when it comes to Funko Pops.
See, like I want to start a subscription of Funko Pops, because when we moved to Maryland, like my background, I want it to be all about Funko Pops, or one day I'm gonna switch it to like, you know, video games, anything that has to be about collection, statues, stuff that I want to collect, and you know, inspire people that are into gaming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad that she's getting into the gaming, because
Boy, I've already been into the gaming.
no, like
I had to get you back into it.
well, you stopped for quite some time.
Well, yeah, because we like didn't really have any good consoles, or we kept getting the same one. Like, we've been through 4 or 5 Xbox 360s, and it gets kind of boring to get the same games.
No, the, I'm bad as she is with her like, her hobbies. I'm bad with mine because I actually want all the game systems. Um, to older, to the newer, like VR headset. Like, I want to like experience,
We
like
need a gaming chair.
I want those racing ones.
Yeah, I
Like
like those.
like imagine how that would look when there's a setup, or when we want to talk. Like I want like a headphone, like when we're talking, and like uh,
Oh yeah.
microphone or whatever. Like that actually makes it look cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to have like a lot of things in common with your partner. Like, I mean, we don't have that many things, but gaming is like our main like we get along so well when it comes to games. Like we get lost in GameStop. We literally have to call each other from the other end, cause he'll be looking at one side and I'll be looking at the other side, and it's just like I personally like that because it's like we get to try all these different games and we get to make a collection. And it's easier when you have two people that like the same thing because it costs less in a way. You don't have to worry about, oh, I have to buy this for myself, but, I have to pay for it just for me, you know?
Yeah.
And I really like that Mario Odyssey game, which I'm thinking about getting a Switch as well because that game, when he showed me the gameplay, was amazing. Like, Mario was like free, he could roam around. Like, I like Mario's gaming theories or gaming trilogies, but I don't like how you have like certain minutes to get where you need to go. If you want to play around a little bit or mess around, you can't really do that. And this one you can.
See, like this video game, I kind of see it more like GTA, more like Mario version of it. He's like in a city and he's like fighting, you know, his enemies and stuff like that, and he uses the hand and just like spins it, and he's traveling in a like thing
Yeah, it's funny.
to the other world, and he's just not like, it kind of looks cool because it's in Egypt and they actually make it look realistic. Um, it don't look like just worlds, where you have to just walk a little bit and you're to the world. It don't look like that.
Yeah, he actually has to travel. At least the gameplay that we saw, it took a long time for him to get to the city. He was traveling far. I was like, dang, that Mario though. um, and I also really like the Luigi's Dark Mansion. Like, I really got upset with Mika at GameStop one day because he got the darn Donkey Kong game for the 3DS, and I really wanted the Luigi Dark Mansion. Like, I still want that game so bad. I love the story, the trilogy of it, and I just love that it's like based on like Ghost, because I'm really into paranormal stuff, and I just love that game. Like, literally on the Mario Kart, I don't know if you know this, but they have a version of Luigi's Mansion in there.
Oh really?
Yeah, and you literally drive through like a freaking I think it's like a graveyard or it's like outside the mansion, but it looks like a graveyard and the ghosts are coming out of the ground, and it's like so sick. I'm like, man, if that's how the Luigi game is, I want it so bad.
Well, I actually want to get us the the Mario Kart 8. I mean, those.
Isn't that's the one we have?
I thought it was the 7.
I think it's the 8.
Um, because I mean, like to be honest, that's what made me get started loving Mario games. It was when it was
The card game?
the card.
Oh.
Well,
I
and
got mad with that game.
that was in the NES. Like when
Oh,
my
yeah.
parents had it, it was like the 2D.
Oh yeah, that's the game system I want to try too. That NES game system.
That's that was what made me love Mario. But then, um, because we had a neighbor that had like a NES as well, he had we were kids back then. Um, he had that, and then a couple cousins had it, and they had the regular one. But that neighbor actually had the car, and it was actually fun. When I saw it that it was 3D, I was like, oh, I need to like play this game, and it's cool.
Dang. Yeah, I think I liked Mario mostly because of the Nintendo 64 when my parents had it. It was the Super Mario Bros. I think it was the first one. It's like one the gray thing, and then the Mario is like lined out in red, and he's got a like fireball coming out of his mouth. I'm pretty sure it's called Super Mario Bros. I'm pretty sure, but I love that one. Literally, that one was awesome. I almost passed it, but then we got rid of the 64. Or I think something happened to it. I'm not too for sure. But yeah. Oh, hurting. So bad you didn't even eat.
I was just scared that I never found my clothes.
I ate like a monster. I was hungry. You should have ate though.
I'm gonna eat. Just yeah. I'm just more of a not a Burger King. But like I wanted to try Burger King because we haven't ate it for a while. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try.
I'm not really a Burger King either. I mostly like Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, or sushi. I can't wait for you to try Wingstop. We might be doing, I'm going to say we might because I don't know too for sure our finances on Friday. But I'm going to try to get us Wingstop for a mukbang because he's never ate there and I love that place. But if we can't do it Friday, then we'll probably do it like some other time. I got to make sure I got all the finances in line because I really want to get us the capture card because like he said, we want to start doing gameplays and like I have a gameplay coming out soon. It's a Mario gameplay, but it's kind of sucky because of the tripod kind of leaning to the side. But I'm still going to upload it because at least I tried my best. And I've been trying to encourage Micah to do one. At least one from the phone because it's just like, at least we could get you guys pumped for what's about to come, you know? And that's kind of why I'm doing it, to kind of introduce it to my channel because I don't really have any gameplays on my channel.
Well, I have Dante's Inferno, like the cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
Which, like I recommend kids not to look at that if the parents are not okay.
You should put a trigger warning, like an age restriction on that video.
That's more for like adults and stuff like that. There's like a lot of nudity and stuff like that. Like, you know, it's based on hell, so you know it's not like.
It's not kid appropriate actually.
Yeah.
Like we don't even like Eric really seeing that game, and he's already 15 going on 16 in December, but we still don't want him to see that kind of game because it has a lot of like not appropriate things for child's eyes, you know, especially because he's still growing, kids are still growing, their brain is still developing. So yeah, just be cautious when you see at least Mika's gameplays. My gameplays are gonna have Sims 4. I mean, there's some, you know, woohoos in there, if you know what I'm talking about, to make the babies, but like, it's a family game, and I have friends that let their friends play Sims, so I don't really see it as a bad thing. I see it more as like, you're learning basic things that an adult would go through.
Well, like,
unless you do the mods.
Let's put it this way. She's more of like, where there's,
less, less evil, less
like blood, glory sort of stuff.
But I mean, I like them. It's just I haven't found a game that kind of suits my type of darkness. Like, if there was like a witch game, like paranormal game, like I want to try Slenderman.
Well, there's Fear.
Yeah, well, I want to try Fear. You got me intrigued with that.
There's Fear. There's Condemned. That's about a cop that goes after a serial killer.
Oh, you should tell me about the Soul, or what's that one?
Shawna actually played it. It's Mortal Soul Suspect.
I finished that whole game. I beat it all. Games like that, I love. Like, I might do a gameplay for that for you guys. So there will be a trigger warning with that one, but that game is so worth looking at. I love that game.
Creepy. I mean, like, the only thing I'm just gonna say is like, there's based on like a witch, sort of thing, and detective
Yeah.
and stuff like that,
Demons.
and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not bad as Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, it's just like a detective that gets killed and like his spirit comes out and like he has to find his purpose basically. And then he ends up, going to heaven, I believe, because he found his purpose. So, I wish they would make a second one of that. I feel like they have to because it ended so abruptly. Like, I hate that kind of stuff. It's like books, like they're cliffhangers. Like, there's more to the story. We need to know the story. I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, and then I've been having trouble with The Evil Within. I'm in one spot.
Oh yeah, that's a bad game too.
And yeah.
I really want to try Slenderman. We got Slenderman on the Xbox, and I really want to try it. But I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack because I jump so easily.
My problem with those kind of games is because it's dark. I don't have good eyes and stuff like that, and it's hard for me to actually see what's going on in the screen. So I try to play less of those. But when it comes to sun and stuff like that, like it's like
light.
There's light. It's easy for me because I could see what's going on and stuff like that, and yeah. Which I don't mind trying like Slenderman or like Paranormal Activity, like I'm saying, VR headset or whatever. I want to try that in the near future. And yeah, I just want to give it a chance because I just don't want to not play video game because of my eyes.
Yeah, like we're not picky when it comes to video games, but like we tend to lean more towards at least I lean more towards character or storylines or paranormal stuff because I find that more intriguing or sort of more realistic in a way. Especially for that murder soul suspect, you always wonder what happens to us when we die, and if we don't do our purpose here on earth, do we still stay here and do that? Sort of like that. I feel like it's based on reality, even though it's not based on true events. I feel like it is, and that's why I'm so intrigued with it, and I want to keep playing, but then what's the point of playing when I already know how to do everything?
And there's this end to it. Like she was saying, they need to make another one. Make the story keep going.
I would love for a second one to come out. I know it probably won't come out on the Xbox 360 because they don't make games anymore, but at least Xbox One or Wii U should be able to get it. Or something.
Because I know there's a new Xbox coming out. I forgot what it's called. And
Little Nat.
I really excited because they're actually saying that one's gonna overpower PS5.
Dang.
So that's
the
exciting.
price is gonna be expensive.
Oh yeah.
That sucks. See, we try to wait until the games go lower before we buy them. The Wii U's been out for so many years, and then the Switch came out and all that. But we just don't like buying stuff right away, right when it comes out, because of not only the price, but we want to also do our reviews first and see what kind of games come out. Because for instance, the Wii U came out with some good games, but I feel like the Switch came out with even better, especially the Odyssey. Which is kind of why I was iffy about the Wii U at first, but I didn't want to wait any longer because I love Mario games. But I really want to save up for a Switch because I really like the Mario Odyssey game. I like the way it's set up and stuff. So
yeah. And not only that, it's when a game console first comes out, there's always defective stuff on it. So
Yeah, they always find things that wasn't right with it.
so I try to avoid like first release date on a console, and I actually like to know when they actually bring them out again and the bugs or whatever that's wrong with it. You know.
And they usually don't have a lot of games out at first. Usually they only have like a certain amount of games, I think. Because then after they have all these like pre-ordered things. Because we pre-ordered a game one time for all of us. It was Call of Duty Ghost, I think. And we pre-ordered that. And it was just like, it was cool to pre-order. But it was pricey, you know. It was like $50-$60 at the end. And we had to pay $20 a month.
I didn't mean the bugs, like the hardware and stuff like that. There could always be like something wrong with the console itself.
Yeah, like internal.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why we wait, and it's better just to get reviews and stuff on the consoles before we go out there and spend all that money.
So yeah, actually like we just wanted to share this kind of stuff. I mean, there was a gamer tag, but like, why not share our opinions with you guys?
And we still stuck to the gaming topic, so I mean, we only had 10 questions because I didn't want to make too many because I didn't think we were going to last that long, but I got in a talking mood.
And it's good talking about video games.
Yeah, something that we enjoy. So, I just wish Mika would have ate, but I think we should let him go eat. He could heat it up and eat because you need to eat. We're actually cleaning the house right now, so we're actually going to probably log off here. Mika's gonna get back to eating, and then we gotta get back to cleaning because I have work today as well. So, but do you want to close out, or do you want me to?
Yeah, like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit that notification on to be notified first. And till next time.
Also,
that's mine.
Comment down below what other types of videos you guys would like to see on this channel. I don't know if we'll do gameplays. Maybe we could do like a couple gameplay together. Maybe get another controller and play like Mario Kart together or something for them. So I don't know. Comment down below. And till next time, peace.